Okay, we've got Marvin the Martian. So just because it's a quick sketch, I'm just going to focus on the head and start with a circle, and then about a third of the way down we want to put the starting of that helmet, and it's going to come into the eyes. The helmet is large on his head, so we want it to extend past both the left and the right side. And then we want to just, I don't even know what you call this little gold piece on top of his head. So just kind of eyeball that it's center. I drew lines to help me to center that piece on the helmet, and then the two eyeballs, and then the neck. And so that kind of just gauges and helps me get that symmetrical. The eyeballs, if you notice, I drew right into the helmet, and then I erased that. Those long, skinny ovals are barely far apart. They're just barely not touching, and so we want to make sure that that seems really close, and the eyes are very large. And then I adjusted the circle of the head so that the helmet could be bigger and the eyes are closer together. And then I'm just thickening up that helmet and getting those lines correct. The top of the helmet, the actual curve, barely shows past the rim. And you'll see I'll go back through and adjust and erase and make my lines a little bit darker. And then I have the little winged part of the helmet that comes out to the side of the jaws. You want to try and make those curves as symmetrical as possible. And I'm looking at my shoulders versus where on the jaw that little winged part of the helmet would come out, and that helps me get that proportion as close as I can. And making that negative space in between the shoulder and the helmet helps to gauge that proportion as well. And then I'm going to throw in those little pupils, darken up any details on the helmet. And then I would love to color this, but just because of time, I'm just going to shade in his face. And then I am done.